First year English lecture number 55, topic The Hollow Man, poem number 10. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First year class. Students, I hope you all fine and welcome to English class. So beta, let's start our today's topic, that is The Hollow Man. As you know that beta, in previous lecture we started our poem number 10, The Hollow Man, and its poet name is T.S. Eliot. And beta, in this poem, the poet, he talks about the spiritual barrenness, materialistic attitude and aimlessness of modern man. In his views, the modern man has no aim, no goal and no initiative in his life. He is still and motionless, and he does not do any work, and he had no ambition in his life as well, and he has just materialistic approach. So beta, let's start. Second stanza: shape without form, shade without color, paralyzed force, gesture without motion. So beta, here the poet, he draws a vivid picture of the hollowness of the 20th century man. So he says that in this materialistic world of today, people have become soulless. They are shape without form, shade without color, mean they have become soulless. They have no form and no color at all. Okay, so paralyzed force, gesture without motion, they seems to have no strength at all. It seems that they are not able to do any, you can say, movement and any work in this materialistic world. Because why they are doing all this? Because they are hollow from inside. They have nothing inside of them that could motivate them to do some initiative, कुछ काम आगे बढ़ के करें. Because this thing, it brings you, it is created in your mind and in your heart, and it guides you, it motivates you to do a lot of things. But beta, as the poet said that the modern man is a hollow man from inside, so that's why he has no shape, he has no color, he is paralyzed force. Paralyzed force means he is not able to do any work because he has become motionless. ऐसा नहीं कि बिल्कुल स्टक हुआ है किसी चीज़ के साथ. No, the poet does not want to say. Actually, he wants to say that the modern man, he is not vigorous, he is not ambitious. That's why he is sticking to a place and he is sitting somewhere and just talking. But as in the previous stanza, beta, in the first stanza, the poet said that their voices, they are like that wind rustles in dry grass. Means say they are just voices, and even their voices, they have no appeal, they have no warmth of emotions in it. ऐसे ना कि बेटा आवाज़ होती है, it is full of emotions, passions and different, you can say, passions like hatred, love, ambition and many other things. But modern man's voice, it is just dry. Why they are dry? Because they have shape, but it is without any form. It seems that they have no direction in their life. They are moving without any direction. They are just going blindly, and they have no color at all. They are colorless. Why they are colorless? Because they don't have anything inside them. They are empty. They are hollow from inside. They have nothing in their soul. They are soulless, because this is the soul, this is the power of the soul, beta, that motivates a person to do something else, to do different things, to get his, you can say, ambitions, to get his aims. But the modern man, he is devoid of aims, because he has become soulless. Or you can say materialistic approach. एक ये भी point हो सकता है ना कि that materialistic approach, it has made the modern man hollow man. It has taken the, you can say, the materialistic approach. It has taken all the things, all the passions from the inside of the hollow man. So that's why they have become motionless. They have become, you can say, shape without form and shade without color. They have nothing inside them, because all the things have been taken by the, you can say, materialistic approach of the 20th century man. So that's why they have no passions at all in it. Clear, beta? So let's start sentence number 3. Okay, last but not the least, those who have crossed with direct eyes to death's other kingdom remember us, if at all not as lost violent souls, but only as the hollow man, the stuffed man. So beta, last thing that is highlighted by T.S. Eliot, he says that those who have already died, those who have crossed with direct eyes, means said that the people who have left this world and they have reached to the world from hereafter, जो दूसरी अगली दुनिया में पहुंच चुके हैं, the people who have died, so they would not remember the modern man. Does other kingdom remember us, if at all not as lost violent souls? They would not remember the new generations, the upcoming generations of the 20th century as violent and ambitious fellows. Clear? Violent mean ambitious, aggressive. It means that they are devoid of ambitions. The modern man of 20th century, he has no ambition at all in his life. So how will the generations that have passed and who have reached to the death's kingdom, they wouldn't remember the new generation as violent and aggressive and ambitious fellows, but only as the hollow men, but as puppets made of straw. What would they think about us? They would think that the 20th century men, they are just puppets. And the puppets, as you know, that there is nothing in the puppet. They are hollow. The puppets, they are hollow from inside. They just move and they have nothing in them. So that's why the poet is saying that we, the human being of 20th century, we are just puppets and we are made of straw. So the pictures refers to individuals in an industrialized society. Our society is industrialized, mean to say our society's materialistic approach. So as the hollow man, the stuffed man that we are filled with straws, with nothingness, with waste. So the poet actually wants to say that we have lost the purity of soul because we are soulless now. So as that our appearances shows and our individuality shows and our actions shows, what would the generations that have passed, how would they remember us? They would remember us just puppets that are filled with straw. So beta, this is a very, you can say, important point to be discussed here by T.S. Eliot, that the modern man, he should be ambitious, he should do something extraordinary in his life rather than to be uptight and to be filled with straw. Straw mean with waste of things, with the things that are unimportant. Straw beta, होता है ना घास फूस. So he is filled with the things that are unimportant, that have no use. So actually the poet wants us to make ambitious, hardworking, and the persons who have good souls, and their souls, their inward, it is full of passions. It should be full of with the peoples, you can say जैसे एक होता है ना एहसास लोगों का बेटा, with the care of people, with the care of other people, because due to materialistic approach, the modern man, he is just with a running materialistic approach. क्या है? I am using this word again and again, and maybe it is it brings in your mind that teacher is saying that materialistic approach. So materialistic approach is that approach in which we just follow blindly the race of money. We have just one motive, and that motive is to get, to collect, to earn money for fulfilling our desires. So बेटा, that's why the modern man, as you know, आप देखिए बेटा अपने सराउंडिंग में देखिए, अपनी families में देखिए, so people, they are running after money, so that I want to you can say earn money because I want to fulfill my this desire. I want to get a car, I want to get good clothes, I want to get a good house. So बेटा, this is materialistic approach. And where is the soul? Where is the purity of the soul? Where is ambitions? Where are passions for other people? They have all lost. So the poet wants to remember us that we should regain our lost thing If we are filled, we should be filled with such great passions, not with, can say, straw. We shouldn't be hollow men. We should be very good people, so that the upcoming generations, the generations that have lost in the kingdom of death, they are lamenting us. They are criticizing us as being nothingness in us. But the poet highlights this problem, and he hopes that our upcoming generation, they would remember their past generation as the people who have good attitude, who had some aim, who were so not soulless, but they have this soul. So beta, this is the very idea that is highlighted by T.S. Eliot, because he was living in that era when people, they have least care about other fellow beings, and they preferred to get money and to get luxurious life. So beta, this was the point discussed by T.S. Eliot, and I hope that you have well understood this point. And beta, if you find any problem, you can ask me. Inshallah, I shall try to remove your all difficulties, and beta, I will wait for your feedback. And inshallah, in the next lecture, we shall start something else, because our poem has done today. And beta, till next lecture, stay blessed and Allah Hafiz.